Long ago, in ancient Greece, lived the strongest hero who ever walked the earth. His name was Hercules. This is the story of his 12 great labors. Hercules was the son of Zeus, king of the gods. Even as a baby, he was so strong he could wrestle serpents with his bare hands. As he grew, no man, beast, or monster could match his strength, but great strength would soon lead to a great test. The goddess Hera was jealous of Hercules, and she clouded his mind so that he made a terrible mistake and lost what he loved most. To make things right, Hercules was sent to serve a king who gave him 12 nearly impossible tasks. We call them the 12 labors. First, he was sent to defeat the Nemean lion, a giant beast whose golden hide no weapon could pierce. So Hercules wrestled the lion with his bare hands and won. From that day on, he wore its golden hide as armor no weapon could pierce, with the lion's own head as his helmet. Second came the Lernaean Hydra, a swamp serpent with many hissing heads, cut off one head, and two grew back in its place. With help, Hercules burned each neck the moment a head fell, so no new heads could grow, and at last the Hydra was beaten. Third, he was sent to catch the enormous Erymanthian boar alive, high in the snowy mountains. Hercules chased the great boar into a deep snowdrift, trapped it, and carried it back over his shoulders. Fourth came the Ceryneian hind, a swift deer with golden antlers, sacred to a goddess and faster than an arrow. For a whole year, Hercules chased the gentle deer, never harming it until he could gently carry it home. Fifth were the Stymphalian birds, a flock of fierce birds with bronze beaks that darkened the sky over a lake. Hercules shook a great bronze rattle to startle them into the air, then drove the flock far away forever. Sixth was a strange task: clean the Augean stables, home to 1,000 cattle in a single day. So Hercules dug channels and turned 2 whole rivers to rush through the stables, washing them clean in an afternoon. Seventh, he sailed to the island of Crete to capture a wild, snorting bull that was trampling the land. Hercules seized the mighty bull by the horns, wrestled it down, and carried it back across the sea. Eighth, he was sent to tame the mares of Diomedes, 4 fierce horses owned by a cruel king. Hercules captured the wild mares and led them away, freeing the land from their terror. Ninth, he sailed to the land of the Amazons to fetch the magic belt of their brave queen, Hippolyta. The queen kindly offered her belt as a gift, but the jealous goddess Hera stirred up trouble, and Hercules had to win it the hard way. 10th, he traveled to the very edge of the world to bring back the cattle of Geryon, a giant with 3 bodies. On that long journey, Hercules split a mountain in 2, leaving towering cliffs we still call the Pillars of Hercules. 11th, he searched for the apples of the Hesperides, golden fruit guarded at the end of the world by a dragon. To win them, Hercules even took the whole weight of the sky upon his shoulders for a while, then carried the apples home. And for the 12th and final labor, the hardest of all, Hercules journeyed down into the underworld, the land of the dead. There he faced Cerberus, the monstrous 3-headed dog who guarded the gates so that none could leave. With his bare hands and his lion-skin shield, Hercules wrestled the great hound into submission and carried it up to the world above. 12 impossible labors, all complete. Hercules had become the greatest hero in all of Greece, and his name would never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this tale, subscribe and follow for more tales from ancient Greece. Next time, a hero, a maze, and a monster called the Minotaur.